Hey guys, it's me, your boy, and I'm gonna try something. As you can see, it says TikTok day. I might come up with something like a little bit more creative later, but I'm thinking like once a week or something. I don't know how often I'll like do a little video, a tinier video on like things that are going on TikTok. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm on TikTok, and like all of like yesterday, like all my For You page was talking about this one vlogging couple that had a baby, and they had reposted a video, and I'm gonna show that video now. As you can see, there is a trigger warning of very unsafe treatment of a child, a newborn child. So if that is a trigger for you, skip to this timestamp. Big shout out to like all the TikTokers, including this guy, for reposting the video because they ended up taking it down. And let's watch this and see what this is about.
Let's see how you were just holding there.
What, this baby? Oh, are you mad? You're not in a warm place. There you go. Nice and warm. I'm sorry. She did not like that.
How did you feel about that?
That is a preemie baby who just came out of the NICU.
I don't even know what to say at this point, because what? Are you for real? And what's even more crazy is this TikTok that they posted was a repost from a year ago. So this was on TikTok a year ago, and it didn't blow up or anything. It like didn't have the same reaction, and now they reposted it. It blew up. Obviously, everyone in the comments is like, "What the fuck?" Cause seriously, if you don't know what a NICU or not is it NICU? NICU baby is a baby that was prematurely born and had to be in the NICU and had to stay in the hospital for weeks to months, about to die basically. They had to like have IVs and like airways and everything to keep themselves alive as they grew. And a couple had an premature baby born, and it was in the hospital for a week. And then they post this TikTok of a day after they get the baby from the hospital, and this guy, first of all, when it comes to this, like, holding a baby like that is like iffy at most. It's dangerous, but you know, it's like, it's not gonna like shatter their bones. I mean, it might. I mean, I don't know much about like how fragile their baby was at that time, but also, you know, it's a fragile baby, prematurely born right out of the NICU. Like, seriously. Anyway, so I'm not gonna focus more about the way he held the baby, even though that was pretty weird and dangerous. I'm gonna talk about the fact that after like the day one, they take the baby to Target. Are you serious? Like, so many people in the comments are saying stuff like, why would you take them to Target? Like, other moms that had NICU babies didn't take their baby out of the house for 3 months. They refused anyone to even like go near it, because if they got a cold or a flu or anything, it's detrimental. And they take bro to Target? And like also right in the beginning of like flu season, like winter. So many people are sick right now, which means back then it probably is sick. I mean, it's flu season, and they're taking their kid right out of the hospital to Target, and they're dangling it over this concrete floor. What? Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try not to be I'm gonna try not to be super like critical, because they do apologize, and I'll show you that video as well. Like, as my first reaction to this, and validly, everyone was like, "What are you doing?" So yeah, and let's move on to the next video. I did not see this live, and I cannot find like any recordings of the live. This is the only thing I could find where this person reposted Rita's Kita, screen recorded the vlog, or not vlog, screen recorded the live, and this mother is trying to explain and defend why that it was totally okay to do that with a baby doll. So let's watch it. Also, like, the live audio is so low, so I'm gonna, like, put captions somewhere so you can know what she's saying. So her weight is on my wrist, and I'm holding her head. This is the same exact way we hold her when we are burping her. And he goes, I have her. She's okay. Like, seriously? Like, you're going on live defending? And then this person's saying, I didn't leave the house until 3 months with my normal birth infant. And then with their NICU baby, they're taking it out the first day. Like, are you serious? I was so traumatized from the NICU that I didn't want my baby anywhere but home. Like, that's understandable. Seriously. Gosh. In the other video, one of the commenters, also shout out to Ebony Warrior Studios, said on her live right now, she said she won't delete the video because it would mess up the algorithm. So on the live, the video wasn't deleted yet, and that's what she said, but we have now seen that the video has been deleted or privated. I'm guessing that the backlash was just too much and she was like, fuck it. But that reaction, being like, it would mess up the algorithm. Okay. And then here's the father's apology. We'll see. Let's just let it play.
I just want to quickly hop on here and apologize to all the young moms and healthcare workers that I scared from a recent post. The way that I picked up Maya is a way to pick up a baby, but not the way to pick up a baby. Arguably, and in fact is the wrong way to pick up a baby, and I wanted to promise to you all that I will never pick her up like that again. Maya is fine. In fact, she's thriving, and I will show you that here in this next clip.
First of all, the fact that he's recording this on an airplane is a little funny, because, like, people definitely, like, hear him right now, and they're, like, probably very confused. I think that's an airplane. Maybe it's just a really fancy car, but I'm guessing he's on an airplane. He's just recording this. He apologizes, says he'll never pick up Maya, the baby, like that again. At first, he's like, it's a way to hold the baby, but not the way to hold the baby. Actually, arguably, you shouldn't hold the baby like that. I'm like, okay, I mean, holding baby with, like, one hand is, like, okay. But it also depends on where. Like, if you are holding it by, like, the head or the neck or, like, the shoulders, like how he was, like, that's definitely not the best. So just depending the way you hold the baby with one hand, it's, like, fine. But again, it was a prematurely born child, so.
What?
Steven, eat your dinner.
I got rugby, I gotta go. Put it in the fridge.
But I don't get why they're saying this now. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe they, like, learned their lesson, I guess? But also them urging, I don't know. It's a little weird. Okay. So, I don't think this couple deserves death threats, so I don't ever think that's okay. I just think the way that they said this was also a little weird. Like, almost kind of, what's the word? Satirical? Ironically? I don't know. It kind of, I don't know.
You guys can't come with me. I need help.
I think the fact that he's, like, saying, like, do not do these things is important, because people think that the people who say influencers make a big influence, they think those people that say that are stupid. I feel like they'll think, how could someone ever think that's okay? How could someone think that something's okay just because this guy said it, or this guy did this? But, like, literally, there's so many examples on the internet of this shit happening. So, genuinely, if a parent sees this, and, I mean, most of the time, they're gonna be like, why the hell did you do that? But, you know, there's a chance that one that does not know much about NICU babies, does not know much about babies in the general, might just say, haha, that's so funny! That's so funny! And it might encourage them to do that in the future with babies. And, I mean, the fact that in the video, when they do this, they laugh at the fact that their daughter is looking uncomfortable. I mean, a baby, like, is like, did not like that. And they're just laughing, like... Yeah, it does sound contradictory that you're saying this, but also, you know, might as well get your word out there and, like, advise that this should not happen.
Uh-oh.
Come here. Come here.
Oh!
Okay, now, do not do what I do. Our babies are not built the same. This also feels a little weird because your baby was not built different to be able to handle that manhandling you did. I think you just got lucky. And I guess you could say that they're built different because, I mean, this baby was in the NICU for a week, and another baby that was in there for, like, months might be different, and etc. But also, I don't know, it feels a little defensive in a way. But maybe I'm just crazy, because, I don't know how to feel about the situation. I think this apology is, like, fine. I think, you know, from this video, we see that he's very interactive with his kids, and, you know, it seems awesome, but also we don't know. I'm not gonna say there's something going on behind the scenes, but also it's hard to judge just from, like, you know, a video. And also there's, like, this whole, like, family vloggers. I don't think they should be doing this. I mean, truly. There's this one mom vlogger, I guess you could say, that I follow that but mostly focuses on postpartum, her pregnancy, educating about, like, her health, women's health, etc. She focuses on that stuff a lot more, and I definitely appreciate those videos because I myself want to have kids someday, but, you know, that shit is extremely scary when it comes to the actual pregnancy bit, so her education on that and postpartum and being extremely real about it is very nice to see. She does, you know, record her kids and post it. When it comes to that, I think there's a line, and I think there's a line. If you're, like, recording your kids, like, once in a while, and it's like a 5-second clip, or it's like a funny moment, you know, I think that it's okay at the most. But if you're vlogging pretty much daily and have your kids in front of a camera daily and have them grow up with the camera in their face, that is something completely different. And I do think that in the end you should definitely wait until they can consent for this stuff. I think the line is blurred on what's okay and not. And I also might be biased because I have that mom I follow that I really appreciate her content on postpartum and pregnancy and women's health. I don't know. Maybe I am biased. I want an unbiased opinion because, I mean, that's the only, like, mom vlogger, I guess, or mom TikToker that I follow besides another one that is a gentle parenting TikTok account, which she never shows her kids' faces. She just talks about her kids' stories and her story and etc. But when it comes to, like, all I know is if you are recording your kids daily, recording your babies daily, and not aware of what the internet will do with, you know, the baby's face or, like, the baby's information, etc. If you have the camera in their face constantly growing up and you don't let them consent to this, then that is an issue that needs to be resolved and it needs to stop because family vloggers are just butt. They're butt. And it frustrates me so much. It really does. Anyway, so that's my little family vlogger tidbit.
There we go.
Grab me, Rora.
No, bye.
Grab me.
Just love your kids and the rest comes easy. I don't know about that.
Grab me.
The struggle to leave.
Okay. So that's the end of the video. I mean, we're looking at the comments. The comments are super supportive. They made a really, really bad mistake, and they kind of proved that they did not think nor know, or they did not think clearly when it comes to protecting their newborn baby. And I also have seen, like, clips of, like, the mother and her vlog of being a newborn or a new parent or a vlog of taking care of her newborn, there were people judging her for like having like this ring light in this baby's face, and a lot of like satire like, I'm so glad you have a ring light in this baby's face for 2 hours. And there was this great like sketch satire thing that I saw, but I cannot find it for the life of me. But it was pretty funny, but it definitely has like a message, I guess. Another person that I definitely trust their opinion on everything on this is Lauren the mortician, because she does very educated content on children and newborn and like their safety, and they reply to a lot of stuff to educate, and this is their reaction to it.
After my kids were born, I was the parent that was sitting in the back seat and criticizing my husband for driving and hitting every bump on the way home.
Which is valid. It's valid. If I had a baby, I would be so extremely protective and scared over their safety. And I think this is valid.
I cannot imagine your baby finally getting out of the NICU and then taking them to Target and then dangling them like the Lion King baby over that hard flooring. And I'm actually floored this video is still up, which tells me that the creator is just doubling down and just leaving it because they're getting a lot of views and a lot of attention on it.
So this whole like posting for views thing is the fact that the creator left this up for a long time. When I say long time, like, it definitely should have been taken down a lot sooner. Like, she refused to take it down, and I really do think it's because she was getting likes, views, and comments and everything, and she was getting that stuff, but eventually she did, like, take it down, but also, like, the fact that she was hesitant and doubling down to take it down is very telling.
Especially when it involves their children like that. That is just dangerous, unsafe. I can't imagine growing this baby in my womb, and then the big NICU bills they're gonna have. And then what if he did drop that baby? Just gonna be rushing that baby right back to the hospital? You gotta think before you post stuff, okay, guys? We gotta use our brains here and think, is this safe? No, it's not. So why did we post it?
Yeah, basically what she said. Like, I wish I could put more, but, you know, I'm crediting this person. I mean, they're great. You know, really do imagine if he had dropped that baby. Seriously, if he did. If he dropped that baby, I don't even want to know what would happen. Well, obviously, they had to rush back to the fucking hospital again, because literally, this baby is so freaking fragile. And I don't know. The apology, I don't know. I know we all make mistakes, and they definitely did. I think this was crazy. I mean, crazy. You knew that this baby was fragile. You knew this. It's not like it was a mistake where you, like, didn't know this or you weren't aware or something like that. This is something that you consciously chose to do, and then you consciously chose to post it too. You didn't think, like, maybe this would be, like, a little dangerous. Like, this definitely looks dangerous. I regret doing this. We should not post it. No, they posted it, and then a year later, they reposted it, probably because they thought it was still funny. The fact that they still thought it was funny, the fact that they still thought it was okay until someone basically said, like, what the f*** are you doing? I think that, I hope that they've learned their lesson now that they had to get, like, a little teaching from freaking TikTok on how to handle their baby. We'll see. I'm hoping nothing else comes out or nothing happens. Probably not. They're probably just these parents that were very, very stupid. So yeah, I think that's all I have. I mean, what do you think? Do you think the apology was good? Because, I mean, the thing is, I'm really bad at, like, knowing if apologies are good or bad, unless they're really bad or if they're really good. You know, like, I knew that Colleen Ballinger's ukulele video was bad because it was absolutely atrocious. And I know that, like, I can't think of a really, really good apology. I think iDubbbz. I think that was a good apology. I think. I'm just, like, I think I'm scared of having my own opinion. Honestly, I'm scared of having my own opinion and saying it just because, you know, I doubt myself a lot. So if you guys think this apology was like really good, then say that. So what do you guys think? I think that this was a really weird, crazy, and stupid thing that they did, and I don't think I'll ever get over the fact that they just thought that it was okay. Yeah, bear with me, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just nervous about sharing my opinions, I guess. If you like this video, and if you want me to, like, record more TikTok content, definitely say that. I don't want my channel to be all TikTok, which is why TikTok Day, I might, like, do it once a week. It's like, it's TikTok, you know? It kind of gets old eventually, you know? So, yeah, I hope you like this video. Subscribe, like, comment. I love it when you guys comment. It makes my day, absolutely. It makes me very happy, and comment down what you think, and if you have any, like, thing that you should tell me, like, if I said anything that was weird, if I said anything that was definitely wrong, or if you have any information about the situation, let me know. I will reply, I will clarify, I will, you know, educate me, because there's, like, not a lot on the internet about this situation, besides, like, other people's opinions, and people stitching is going, like, that's fucking nuts. Like, there's no articles or anything, so, you know, kind of just trying to make something out of nothing. Not nothing, but, like, you know what I mean. I'll see you guys later. The Simon analysis video is probably gonna come out next week. I don't know when. I'll probably make a post when, like, on my community post about when, because it's very long. It's like 2 hours worth of footage, and I'm editing it. I've officially edited a half an hour of it, and I recorded it like 3 days ago. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Let's hope it comes out next week, and I'm very excited to show you guys, and I hope you guys like it. You know, definitely give me your opinions, thoughts in the comments. Bye!